Hello. Why is the... Oh, mine sounds loud. That's why. Why does the music sound so loud? Hello, Loki. Hi, Aaron. So many buttons to push just to go live on YouTube. I'm constantly like having to set the broadcast up and then remembering I have to actually also hit live on YouTube's end. So many buttons. Okay. Let's get this over here. Ugh, I always have to remember opposite. If I want it to go this way, I gotta pull it that way. Hello and welcome to the week ahead reading. Hi, hello. We're starting ever so just like a few minutes early. Like 6 minutes early or something. Easier for Pride Month. They should. They really should. It's just like you have to constantly like hit from OBS to YouTube. It's like a process. And with OBS, they want you to always like fill in the information fresh unless you have to click manage broadcast, which means I have to pre-make this one and like select it beforehand before I want to start streaming. I can't just hit go live on OBS's side. Like you have to do setups like that. That's why you'll see me like the morning of like, oh, if I want to go live today, I gotta go and pre-make the live if I want a lot of my settings to be reused and saved. But it's still nice over here. Yeah. It's a little more chill. I'm planning, of course, plans never go according to plan most of the time here, but I am planning to post more content between here and TikTok, all tarot related for the most part. Also more little updates in the Discord, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to the dentist this week, so I think I can just like work around it and just like post and do more streaming and more stuff like that. Trying to do more stuff on Twitch, but I'm still trying to not overwhelm by doing it all at once. So I'm going to try to ease into it and try to get a pattern. I think we're set here. I think we're really good on Mondays going live around noon. Between 11 and noon, I think the latest would be like 1 o'clock if something was going on. Hi, Nyx. Hi. But more one-on-one readings. I'm trying to set up themes for Twitch. So like on a Twitch day, like I could be like, you know, we're focusing on one tarot deck. And I was thinking, I was like, you know, we can always do votes in the Discord. I can have like a few oracle decks, like up to 3 oracle decks as an option. Have people vote on which ones they would like me to do like a full stream on Twitch dedicated to, where I pull just cards from one particular oracle deck. So that's kind of like the thought pattern. And we'll get to it when we get to it. It also helps me because I have so many oracle decks. I mean, I can't memorize what each card means every time, and I think oracles, like, you can still use your intuition, of course, just like you pick up one. Some of them are easier than others, like, you know, like transformation from this one, like that's pretty easy to understand because we also have transformation all within a tarot deck, so it's like that information is pretty much there, and we have like a moth or a butterfly present right here. But some other oracle decks that are a little bit more abstract, I was like, I'm not gonna remember, especially when there's no keywords there. Get a few drops of my oil on. So I hope everyone had a very good weekend. I hope Monday isn't too rough on anyone, and I hope the rest of the week goes as smooth as possible, and that any issues that anyone has can be swiftly dealt with. There is no other news this week besides at the end of the week or beginning of next week. So like even with the next week ahead, just keep a lookout for details for the new moon in Gemini group ritual. I will have the details out for that towards the end of this week and beginning of next week. Since we're all just getting done dealing with that full moon in Sagittarius energy. perfect time. Keep this right here. Not buffering, no encoding errors. I think we can get started. Crazy yesterday. I've been hearing that a lot lately with this past full moon. With the past full moon, like people have been talking about crazy dreams, and just the energy. A movie moon, nice. Thankfully I had clear skies so I could actually see my full moon in front of, like, almost right in front of my house, so it was nice. To in-game fight some people. In-game, but I know you mean not, but I get it. Odd dreams. I've been having some odd ones too, so I think that's just how it goes. Is there dirt on my card? I don't want that. Hold on. No, get off my card. Guinness wanted to participate. By the way, I think I've only wore these earrings once on stream, but I don't even know if it was YouTube. But I know everyone here would appreciate. It's a tarot card. It says the devil on it. It's pink. Maybe the lighting's better. Actually, you know what? Right before I start really start the reading, let me try something. Let me just try something really quick. I haven't tried this before. Hold on. If I wanted to show you... Okay, no. I was trying to see the zoom because I have a zoom option with this. And as you can see, it really didn't do anything. It really didn't zoom in at all. But we'll zoom in just a little bit more. Just for card purpose at that point. But I couldn't do that before on the back, so I was excited. I was always curious. I was like, what if I was doing like a lip swatch or something? Can I zoom in on the camera? I'm like, no. Apparently this camera's like, no. I'll post pictures of it in the Discord so you can get a better look at like what it's doing. I mean, you can kind of see it, but I'm sure it's better if I just take pictures if I put it in the Discord. I'm really sure because your hair was in the way. Yeah, it's a Furby. It's a little pink Furby. Okay, let's find out what we need to know for this week. I think this is like, last week was pretty tough. We had the Emperor, we had the Tower card come up on multiple readings last week. So let's find out what this week has in store. Let's hope some rest. Let's hope some, you know, relaxation. That it's not as tough. The problems aren't as problematic as they have been. That we get some solutions. Okay, so, you know, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. This means, like, letting go of certain responsibilities, making sure you're delegating your tasks, that you're not trying to do it all on yourself. You're in the mindset of, like, I can't do it all on my own. I need to be able to delegate. I need to pass this on. However, pride might be standing in the way. We have the 5 of Swords. This is a challenge. I'm, like, always putting it next to my face because that's the only part where the glare doesn't get it. So, like, do this. So then we have, like I said, the 5 of Swords. The challenge might be pride, like having to also walk away from a situation that cannot be helped because someone else is holding pride because they want to be right. They need to be right. They have to correct you all the time, or you need to be the one that is always correct. Anyway, homophobic much, yeah. And then we have the Nine of Swords. This is why I giggled a little bit. I was like, will things get better? And it's like Nine of Swords. But it's also implying like these are a lot of things that are just on your mind right now. We've got a 9 and a 10. YouTube, the word, not the heart. Hi, Pete. Hi. So yeah, we have the Nine of Swords. So there could just be a lot of anxiety this week, not getting a lot of sleep, not getting a lot of rest. There's a lot on your mind and we need to work through those. But that's just the first row. We're still going to keep going into this. This is Jay's favorite card. Okay. Next up, we have Temperance. We have some Sagittarius energy coming off of this. And like we said, we're just getting done with that full moon Sagittarius. I'm pretty sure the moon is in Capricorn right now. So for this Temperance card, it's bringing things back into balance. This is work life. This is your home life. This is creating magic when magic doesn't even seem possible. Because as we see here, those cups defy logic. They are based off of magic. Water, you can't tell if the water is just moving up and down or it's going back and forth. This is also being based in logic, but also trusting your intuition because it is that good balance. It's going with your gut feeling when you don't have reason behind it, but trusting that feeling because you know you wouldn't do something purposefully to hurt yourself or to hurt others. Like you're trying to do the best with the knowledge that you have. Anxiety this week, feel that. Yeah, it's just like, you know, keeping you up. But also with this card, I almost forgot to say with this card, because typically when you see this card in like a traditional setting, on the card, on the blanket is pictures of the symbols of the zodiac. So all the signs are there. It's also inferring that you are never alone in these battles, that you are not alone. The spirit and the universe are there to guide you. There's a reason for this, and sometimes it's just so you can take better care of yourself, to be more aware of the situations. Also to address these things because you can't just throw them on the ground and walk away. That when you try to bottle it up, it can be a detriment to your health and just to your well-being in life. We have the Four of Wands. So we have an uplifting card in the heart of the matter, wanting to celebrate, wanting to get out there, wanting to party, wanting to celebrate with a certain partner. And this could be business, this could be just a relationship, this could just be, you know, just celebrating, going out with friends and having a good time, celebrating your strength, celebrating how far you've come and the victories that you've had, looking at the past and being like, I've done it before, I can do it again, and I can have progression. It's going to be very challenging for you to see that because you might be having someone want to celebrate Pride. Yeah, it's the celebration season, right? With this card here, with this, like, we see two people leaving from that Five of Swords. It's like those two people are like, you're a Debbie Downer and we're gonna go. We're just gonna go. We're leaving the situation of someone who's always so pessimistic, someone who always has to have, like, this authority of being right. Like, they're always correcting you. It's like, we're leaving and we're gonna go enjoy the party. Like, you're welcome to join us, but not if you're always gonna try to take us down. Don't mind if I do. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So a lot of this anxiety, so we have 9 over 9 right here. So, and I mean that, again, I'm sorry, you guys can't see this, but it's 9 over 9. It's these two cards, so 9, 9. When we see this, it's in reverse, it's kind of like because you're not satisfied. What's keeping you up at night, which I think this is pretty common, I would say common for everyone. For most people, I should say, actually, is like your finances, not feeling satisfied with your finances, not feeling satisfied with the way that you make money or how you've been using or, you know, saving your money, not feeling satisfied, and it's keeping you up at night. It's how do you make more money or how do you make more abundance? Usually pentacles are in reference to money, material goods, but this could also be like making sure you're not being overindulgent in self-care activities. Use what you have already around you, the things that you've already grown around you. Use your resources. This is also making sure like you're communing, like we see here, up, right? Remember with the 9 of Swords, trying to say like you're not alone. There is a little bird in this card, which is always a signifier of like there are messages being sent to you. You're being delivered a message. You could actually be getting like a letter, DM or something of that sort. So it's going to give you inspiration to help kind of ease these stresses, to kind of give you that creativity. Let's see. Five of Wands. This is kind of another, we have two fives going on here. We have another theme of fives, and this five, was it five? Oh, I'm so sorry. Six of Wands. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I said Five of Wands. Six of Wands. I think I didn't see a wand right there. But with Six of Wands in reverse, this is kind of like that, like not feeling victorious. This is also making sure, like, when I was just thinking of high horse, because we have a horse being present into here, and it's in reverse. It's like getting off your high horse, not letting pride or ego get in the way of your growth and success. When you need help, when you need to bring balance into it, when you need an outside perspective, you need to bring that outside perspective in. But this is also coming from someone who's not feeling victorious over, because we have two wands in here. You got the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. So when we see this, it's like, you know, you've taken on so much and you haven't realized that it's kind of like when you can't do it all at once, right? So when you try to do it all at once, not anything gets done. So then you don't feel like victorious. You don't feel like you can celebrate. You don't feel like you're allowed that to do this. Because the biggest person that could be also criticizing yourself, as we see swords as a mental realm, is your own self. You're being very harsh and critical versus trying to have discipline and order, like get a routine set in place so you can see this. This is where we see Temperance coming in, and like, you know, you have the power to create magic. This is divine communication. This is divine time. This is when you can start putting these balances back in place, making sure that you don't let one aspect of your life take over the other. We want that harmony. You know, not trying to do it all at once, because then you don't feel victorious. You don't feel like you're worthy of victory. You're worthy of abundance and prosperity, and it's kind of like a never-ending cycle of anxiety. Okay. We have the World card, and we have Justice. And then our shadow card is the Magician, my favorite card in all of the tarot. So the challenge is completing a cycle, is staying dedicated and being consistent in a routine, consistent in your endeavors, and also making sure consistency. This could also just be celebration of someone graduating, like it's being delayed or such, but like a party's been pushed back, it's being delayed. But this is also connecting with the world, like connecting with the world, wanting to communicate, joining a club, being able to have like otherworldly conversations, like dealing maybe with the occult, dealing with spirituality, wanting to have that conversation with others, wanting to talk about things that are going on with the world, things that are good that are happening in the world. Like it might be very challenging, especially if you're dealing with someone who's very pessimistic, even if it is yourself, when you only see nothing but the negative, when all you see is the negative. And it's like, you know, you have to see what joy there is in the world and how you can change your perspective, not ignoring things that are going wrong in the world, but always trying to worry on them when you don't have the power to change them overnight is not going to help you. Join a cult. What's a cult? What's a cult? And then we have Justice. So we have a little bit of Saturn energy, and so that relates to like Capricorn energy. And then we've got Justice. This is for the Libras out there. This is all for Libra placements. So Justice is talking about divine time. This is the card signifying divine time. This is the card that is signifying balance and order and justice and truth. Things will happen. Justice will happen. The truth will come out. You may be feeling like someone has been lying to you and it's keeping you up at night, and the truth will be revealed. And then the Magician, when we're talking about resources, this is the power of the Magician. They are getting communication from above, from their higher self, from their ancestors, and it's communing through you and being grounded in the ground before you, trying to make it a reality, trying to grow it. Because the next, after the Magician, you know, we have the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor. So it's like the progress we see here. We've got like step 1. From the Fool came the idea, or like the enthusiasm of starting something, and the Magician's like, this is the idea and I want to run with it. I want the resources in front of me. We've got Wands, Pentacles, Swords. We got a very good balance of every card that is present here. Yeah. 2 Swords. We don't have like anyone missing. And we have some major arcana. So yeah, with the Magician, it's like looking to your resources. As I was talking earlier on, it's like you have the resources around you. You don't constantly need to go and buy something to satisfy those needs. Don't dip into your savings if at all possible. Like the money in abundance can be there. but we can't just grind. It's like that work culture, that like grind culture with the temperance coming out there. Like, you know, when you start overwhelming your plate, it's not going to be good. So this week is more of like, you know, weeding out the things that no longer serve you, getting rid of it. Like, we're in that cycle of the moon, you know, went full, now we're going back to new, and we're releasing. We want to restart, we want to refresh. So it's like releasing things that no longer serve you, that just have been draining you, and it's like a task that you have not gotten done at this point, that it's just impossible to get done. It's like, let it go. If you haven't done it by now, let it go. Find something more new that, like, you know, that brings you more happiness, that you can see yourself doing, and being consistent with it. This is also having no fear of trying something new, getting out of that comfort zone. This would be a message being sent, a sign being sent your way with the Magician. This is Mercury. This is communication. This is dealing with technology. This is connected to both Gemini and Virgo placements. So, and we are in Gemini season. Shopping date. Well, be cautious with your savings, because it's also part of that Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles energy. Okay, so let's bring out some oracle cards. I very much so, when I get this energy of this week, is it still going to be a stressful week? It can definitely be a stressful week. Everyone's going to, you know, invite these energies very differently. It's to not, and I feel like I'm going to get do not worry or like don't have stress card on here. Hi, Astro. Hi. Jean jacket. When I get this energy, it's more of like, because here's, when I'm looking at the deck right here, the first row where a lot of this anxiety is happening, there's no major arcana. The second row is one major arcana, and the third row there's three major arcana, and then our fourth comes from the crowning card, the Magician card there, right? So it's like a lot of day-to-day activities is what you have control over. You know, making sure you go to bed at a reasonable time, whatever time frame that is. You know, making sure you're eating, you're taking care of your body. Making sure that you are scheduling time to tackle your problems and figuring out how to fix them. Do not let self-sabotage get in your way. Don't get so stressed out that, I mean, if you get so stressed out you have to walk away for a moment. Take a deep breath, get something to drink, you know, read a chapter in a book and be like, all right, I'm going to come back. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to figure this out. Because that is also a part of self-care. Self-care can be the nitty-gritty of it all. It's not just, you know, was it wine, bubble baths, and chocolate cake. That's, to me, that's self-love. That's moments you schedule out so you can just, you know, recoup, revitalize, refresh. Yeah, so sit down and work on your problems. I feel like this is more of a build-up. This week means more of like coming to terms and coming to light with that Justice card, because usually as well when we see Justice there would be like a curtain and it'd be like it's starting to fall. The curtain is starting to come down and you're about to see what lies behind the curtain. And so this could be the inner workings of yourself, inner workings of how you've been balancing things. These are coming to light when you realize the way you've been doing things hasn't been working for you. It hasn't been bringing you happiness, hasn't been bringing you your manifestations. It's been your own self-sabotage, whether or not it's because you feel like you don't deserve the success, you can't handle the success, that you're not good enough for the success, whatever that might be. It could be like, I don't deserve love. Like, there's a lot of things that people really think about and they think over and over and over with it, that we're just like, we need to release these thought patterns and need to become more aware when it is this more critical side, this Five of Swords energy. This Five of Swords energy and this Nine of Swords energy, when you're becoming just overcritical, these are past thoughts. These are things that you've been thinking in the past that are resurfacing. And it's like that truth coming through and be like, this is not how I truly feel about myself. This is just my insecurities peeking through. This is just me needing to let these thoughts go or just like being aware, and so I can replace them with affirmations. Like make note cards, make flashcards, I mean, and have them around. To have post-it notes, put post-it notes around your space. You know, have it on your phone, have it as a screensaver, put it as a screensaver, as your desktop wallpaper. Okay, what do we need to surrender this week? One more. Okay, and the bottom. Okay, so this is what we need to surrender this week. First one that came out here was surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what you do. Take action and be confident that you've chosen the right path. This is that hypercritical person that is always trying to be right. They're trying to like delay you. They're trying to, and which is very interesting because if people that are here and you read the council report, you'll see there is something in it just about this. This could be this week coming up about trusting yourself, trusting that you're doing the best with the knowledge that you have for your situation at hand. Other people might try to push their opinions onto this, and it's great when you're like, you're welcoming, you're open to be like, what do you think I should do? Because that's that delegation, right? You're like, I'm open to hearing your ideas. But when they're only criticizing but not providing any solutions, you're like, obviously I know something I'm doing isn't working. I don't need you to tell me that. If you know, I don't need you to tell me that. I know something's not working. Which is interesting that this is nice that this is the card that came in second. This is surrender to your full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. This is boosting that confidence. This is having the confidence to do so, to be still being kind, still being generous, still being able to be yourself, but not letting anyone push you out of your power, not letting someone come in with doubt. You know, nothing you do, and this is something like a lot of people have to come to terms with, especially with social media as it is. You're going to do something and there will always be someone who hates it. People hate on weird shit all the time. There is nothing that you can do that everyone will always love it. There will always be something that someone's going to criticize of it. So to always be in that mindset, which actually falls right into this other card that's here, surrendering the habit of people pleasing. You're not going to be able to please everyone. And that definitely, I mean, Libras, you know this. Libras have been known, and it's like the stereotypical thing that goes with Libra placements. And this is coming from someone who's a Libra rising, is that you want to be a people pleaser. You want to have everyone working and bonding together. And it's like you want what you put out in the world for everyone to love it. And it's like it will never work that way. There will always be someone to criticize. And especially it's like if you're letting that criticism because you're thinking about what other people are going to think of you, that's when you kind of put a halt on your stuff. The cards this week are saying don't allow others to do that. Don't hold back because of what other people are doing or what you think that they're going to say. You know, they haven't even said it yet. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. This was also in reference to the Four of Wands and that Five of Swords, like needing to dip out from someone who's always pessimistic, someone who always sees the negative, someone who's always constantly bringing the mood down this week. Every time you talk to them, it's like so stressful. They're draining your energy, and you're trying to be uplifting and joyful, like, because you're going through a hard time too, and you're like, everyone has problems, you know, everyone has issues, you know, and it's like it's okay to have a safe space to vent. And I think it's good to have open communication, to be like, hey, do you just want me to listen? I'm not going to offer any opinion. I'm not going to tell you to fix it. I'm just here to listen, and just be like, yeah, sure, totally, you know, and like have that. And then, you know, vice versa, you know, making sure also no one's taking advantage of that of that part of you either. Okay, and then we have surrender your ego. For some of you, it's going to be an ego thing because you're trying to bottle up. You don't want other people to know what's going on. And you let your ego, because you're trying to be a people pleaser. You're trying to make sure that your ego doesn't get hurt. It says, cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. You know, like I said, if you're trying to put something out there, you're trying to put artwork out there, a service out there, a job out there, you know, working with others, doing things for others, there will always be someone like who may need your service, who would like to see your artwork, who can be inspired by you, inspired by your thoughts and your words. Don't let your ego with what other people, like, you know, like that pattern, that anxiety that keeps you up, get in the way. Also, like I said, when it comes to trying to fix your finances, trying to see where the problems are, if you need to ask for help, don't let your ego get in the way of being able to ask. Don't try to do it all on your own, basically. Libra's getting called out. Yes, Libras. What? Since when? Excuse me. Okay. Oh, shoot. I brought these babies out for the full moon in Sagittarius. And I realized I haven't used these in a hot minute, so I'm going to use them for our week ahead too. Some uplifting cards here. Rarely are they ever, like, I don't think they're ever negative. I think you have to do like a reading for that. Look at a certain spread. Okay. The first one, second one. Okay. Okay, so where we're at right now, our current energy as it is stillness, lack of movement. I think this ring trues for a lot, especially if you've been putting a lot of work into a project and you're just like, you're not seeing the benefits coming through. That's that 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And that's why the Justice card says underneath it, and like, that's divine time. We're working with divine time right here. Don't worry. Like, things are working. It's also a card of like, things are working behind the scenes that you can't see right now, but like, don't worry. The universe has it. That's why you need to surrender to trust. And this is all playing through because this is the Crown card. I haven't even gotten the other 2 cards, but this was the card at the bottom of the deck. It's trust. Faith in the power of the universe. Where you want to be is having that guidance. You're waiting for that guidance to be sent to you, and it says you are divinely guided. This is that trust in yourself, trust in the universe. Have that faith that the work you're going to be putting through this week is going to be beneficial. And then we have what will help you is new beginnings. I just realized my ring light is shit for trying to like block the light. There's a snake. We have new beginnings. Have courage to open a new door. This is having those new habits. This is trying something new. This is not letting your ego get in the way. Sorry, my foot's frozen. I need to sit on it. Freezing. Ring light likes to fight. Yeah, I just feel like you can kind of see like these ones, but if I make it any dimmer, I mean, I can try to make it dimmer, but I don't think that's gonna... Like, then I get a little dark, but I don't care if I'm in the darkness, but you can kind of see it when I do it like that, but then it's far away. These cards are so spot on today. Snake, yes. So we seeing that, like, this is that fresh start, especially for the full moon in Sagittarius group ritual. Again, if you read the candle report and you're seeing, like, you know, you were there for the live or saw it, for those who were, you would see that this rings true with that reading. It's a follow-up reading for that one. It's all connecting, which I love. I absolutely love that. Okay. We're gonna do our 1, 2, 3, but I'm trying to think. We're gonna do the Rebel deck first. Okay, well, let me know. Do you guys want the Rebel? You know what? We're gonna stick with the Rebel. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3 with the Rebel first, and then we'll do a follow up with the Journey. If I can grab it. Hold on, I have to grab it. Hey Pangu, hi. Okay, got it. Okay, so we're going to do this where this time we're going to do the Rebel deck first. And we're going to do where you can pick 1, 2, or 3. I'll get 3 cards out of the deck. And then we will do, with a nicer deck, we'll do the 1, 2, 3 with this. So get your choices in while you can. You can pick 1, 2, or 3. We're doing the Rebel deck first. What you need to know from the Rebel deck. Okay. All right, I'm going to start shuffling and see what comes out. Okay, for card number 1. Oh shit, over there. Number 2. These cards are coming out. Hold on. There we go. Okay, we ready? Card number 1, are you ready? Card number 1, this is your Rebel deck one. Believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking La La Land. Choose bravely. Believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking La La Land. Choose bravely. So in reference, this kind of just feels like, you know, like I said, like when you need to take a break from something that is stressing you out, like, you know, you can't just run away from your problems. You have to deal with it head on. But this is also giving you that choice. You can see the outcome. Have faith in yourself. Okay, card number 2. Card number 2. You think someone is lying. They are. You think someone is lying. They are. If it's been keeping you up at night, if it's been on your mind, you're trying to wait and see evidence. This could be the sign. This could be the divine messages. If you think someone is lying, they are. It's Okay, card number 3. Card number 3. This is you. This is your card. You've got winning. And it says, you got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit. This is in reference to your current blessings. You are winning in some aspect of your life. There is something going really good for you. You know, this is having that reflection of realizing you're very blessed, that there's something that, you know, people could be envious about, that maybe you thought was just like mundane. These 3 times, that's the biggest lie. Yes. So, if you like any of the Rebel, make sure to claim that energy. Be like, that is the card for me, and I claim it. I'm going with it. Okay? Alright, so now we're going to do this, just in case that was a little tough. You know, a little tough love right there. We're going to do the same thing, 1, 2, or 3, but using the Journey one here, because I like using it because I'm trying to get used to it. But I'm going to have to still probably read the I actually really love the Oracle guidebook for this. Like, it's so thin, and like it's just a little paragraph, but like I think it like has a lot of information that's like it's very good. I really like it. I like the way it explains things. Okay, I'm going to do a few shuffles here so you can think about it. 1, 2, or 3. You can pick the same number as you did from the Rebel, or you want to pick a totally different number. Go ahead. I'm going to itch my face. Hold on. 2 this time. Gonna have to rewatch Kids Fighting, so I missed it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Astro. At least, yes, at least it'll be here in the VOD. What you might miss out on is the chat, the live chat that can take sometimes it can take up to 24 hours for the chat to replay. What I'm considering, now that I think about it, I haven't like put a lot of work into the YouTube part because I kind of like how it's like clean and stuff here. But now that I have the beige window, maybe I can put like a string of chat maybe over there. Like when it doesn't work with group rituals. Which deck again? Oh, we're the Journey one. We're doing the Journey. The Journey Oracle. But maybe I can put for the, when it is live like this, I can maybe like put a string so you can read chat here, so it doesn't matter about that 24 hours. Maybe I should do that, just like one little thing. My brain needs to. Yeah, no worries. Okay, I'm going to start shuffling. We're looking for card number. Oh shit, we got card number 1 and 2. Wait, we've gotten these before. I want new cards. Like, we literally, this is what I did last time. I'm making sure. I'm going to reshuffle it. I get worried because it's such a new deck that maybe I didn't shuffle enough. As I said it as I normally... Guinness is picking his card. I think that sounded like 3. Okay. Got card number 1. Pick 2. Card 2 is already chosen, and now we're waiting for card number 3. Perfect. No, my computer's starting to rattle. That fan is back at it again. Okay. Let me get it open in the book first. Got it. Okay, so card number 1. Number 1, this is your card. We have change. It looks almost like the 10, the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot. Okay. The only constant in life is change. The minutes, hours, and days fly by. Planets dance around the sun. The cells in our body cycle between death and rebirth. As the world spins around us, we may feel dizzy. Anchor yourself to your inner depths. The solace you seek is connected by the stillness within. Allow the ebbs and flows of the world to come and go. As you deepen your connection to your true self, you will be able to find your center, come what may. Everything flows. Yeah, Erin, you might have to take the front glass off again. Keep the top, but we'll take the other, like the main glass off, and I'll just have to keep tapping it. I don't know if it's time related because we're at 44 minutes on my live, so I don't know if it's like because the computer was on before then and it was fine, so I don't know what's any difference, but yeah. Okay, so that was card number 1. That was change. So great change, transformation, making sure when things start feeling very chaotic, you take that moment to ground yourself. You have that moment to center yourself, okay? All right, so card number 2, let me open it in here first and then read it. Okay, card number 2. You have keep going. Keep going. Some days may leave you wanting to throw in the towel, questioning what you're doing. You aren't alone. We all go through highs and lows on the journey we find ourselves on. Don't let those days stop you. Keep going, working through it little by little. Eventually, you'll find yourself on the other side. In fact, you might find that you are so much closer to what you want than you imagined. Hard times tend to distort reality and make things feel heavier than they are. Be kind to yourself, walk gently, and take things day by day. Success is often about not giving up. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? I think that is quite magical, and I think it fits the rest of the reading perfectly. We were just talking about, like, we have a lot of 9s. We're trying to get close to completion. That's why the world is kind of there in reverse. Like, we're so close to completing the cycle and getting to the next stage, and there could just be a lot of delays going on right now. But it's telling you to keep going. You're so close to finishing. And again, hardship and time will pass. Better times are ahead. Even though it might be like a hard time to get you to believe in that, okay? All right, card number 3. Let me get it on the guidebook really quick. Do that first. Ooh, I almost whistled there. Okay, card number 3. This is your card. Follow your bliss. It's like another path card. These are like, they're not the same. They're different. But I just see like the path being sent there. So this one is follow your bliss. Your bliss is the breadcrumb trail that will lead you to your highest self and path. Following the little things that light you up will ensure that you are on your adventure and not someone else's. If something interests you, it's meant for you. The journey isn't always joyful or easy. No great adventure is. But it is worthwhile because it is yours and it is true. There is beauty and wisdom in all the seasons. Bliss is the true north of your compass. Follow it, and you will be on your way. If you do follow your bliss, you put yourself on a kind of track that has been there all the while waiting for you. This definitely is making me feel back when reference earlier in the reading, talking about how it's like finding that joy, things that are happiness. If you've been really like at some point, it's like you have to drop something that just isn't working for you and do something that brings you that joy, that doesn't bring you anxiety, like so much anxiety where it makes you like you cannot move, you cannot process, you cannot progress through anything. It's affecting other areas of your life. It's like, you know, if it's that stressful, let's find different solutions. Let's find a different solution to the problem, okay? Do something that hopefully you can do something. Even if it's like, well, this might be stressful, this other thing makes me happy and I can balance it out. This helps me deal with that. Okay. Okay, that was really good. Now I've got to go tackle a fan. As always, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you like this type of reading, share this video with a friend if you think that friend will like this tarot or like this reading, like the style of reading that I do, which is I think very chill. I try to be upbeat sometimes, but I'm freezing right now. When I'm frozen, I'm kind of huddled in a little ball. I will keep everyone updated with any streams going on for this week. I'm not sure when that will happen. I'm trying to hear back about my tooth situation. But Discord is the place to get all of my notifications, for sure. Second place, occasionally, is Twitter. Sometimes third, some not really, I wouldn't trust it, is Instagram. But everything there. But yeah, there should be a lot more fun stuff coming ahead as long as I can speak, if my tooth allows me to speak. I will keep in touch with everyone back in the Discord. Thank you again for everyone who is here with me today, for the live reading. I truly appreciate it. You don't understand how much I'm so supportive of when you guys can hang out with me and do these readings. If you have any suggestions for Twitch streams, YouTube content, anything you would like to see in particular from me, daily readings, daily card draws, stuff like that, please let me know. You can leave it as either a comment on this video or literally just tell me in the Discord or DM it to me if you feel like you want to keep it very private. that's absolutely fine too. I hope everyone has a very, very good rest of your week. Keep the stress low. Do something to ease your stress. Make sure to hydrate. Take some breaks. Take some deep breaths when necessary. And we'll get through this week together. We are a community. We're going to do it together. So, you know, we got a venting channels. We got multiple, I think. We got positive channels. You want to talk about good shit that happened to you? Please do so. We're here to celebrate with you. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Happy time zones.